So it looks like the address of the supermarket is going to be 649 Jackson Avenue.
10-4 Bronx, we're in front of it. We're trying to investigate. There is a haze, but we're trying to track it down.
Alright, 10-4. Ladder 4 to receive. 4 to 10-4. 1-4. 4 check 4. Let's hope 10 1 point. 7-1 became available. We left you a point. So.
Special unit.
Okay, guys, we're here. I don't know where we are, but there's haze coming out from possibly a supermarket. So we came to check it out. I think that they're gonna force entry. So let's see. Let me see it doesn't say what street it is, but we're gonna check it out. They're cutting up. They're opening up. They got a haze, guys. There's a haze coming out. Let me see, are they...
Yes, for the escape or PD, number further.
See it in the light. They don't know where it's coming from, possibly inside.
Come on through the battalion. We're just trying to make our way in. Trying to go to the rolling in. Alright, that's cool. And 1-4 to Bronx. And 1-4. This time we're using 1 engine and 2 trucks, checking out a minor smoke condition at this location. Hey, 10-4, what's the address going to be? 649 Jackson? And 4. 10-4. We also took the fifth over here in DC.
They're pulling the ladder up. They haven't stretched the line, but they're trying to get in. He said they're investigating a smoke condition. It looks like it's dissipating to me, but I don't know. Alright, they got the gate open. Let's see if a lot of smoke comes out of there. Yeah, they got a smoke condition in there. And they're going in. There's sizable smoke coming out.
Italian 1-4. If you got blacked out by the police, it's actually 417 Wales. She took us upstairs. Something in her bedroom that was coming in from the outside. Everything checked out. It was very
Alright, they got a decent smoke condition in there. If you look up in the lights of the ladder and stuff like that, you'll see the smoke.
Definitely got a good haze. Sprinkler's going off. Nice back in the area.
Alright, they got a good haze. They're probably gonna transmit a 1075. Let's see. That's got a fire over there.
914, ladder 42.
Ladder 42. We're in the supermarket. Sprinkler activated. There's definitely a good haze in here.
Just let me know when you track it down. If you can see the smoldering, unless you want to go with 75.
They didn't decide to do a 1075. It looks like it's a brand new supermarket. It says grand opening signs everywhere. Members are coming in, they're bringing in the salt.
To the battalion. Looks like it was like an overheated light by the food section. Then try to open up now.
And again, overheated light, you said?
Yeah, by the vegetable area.
That's a lot of smoke for
Let me know when you hit the breakers and stuff.
an overheated light, but I guess that's what it is. Maybe a little bit longer would have been a fire, so good that they got here in time. It looks like it's dissipating again. All right, so we came in, we saw.
Trucks this time, checking out an electrical condition in the supermarket at this address, 649 Jackson. Alright, that's what.
I'm back to 1-4.
We're gonna just
cut some of these gates. Got a good smoke condition in there.
All right, they still have a good smoke condition.
To the battalion. Looks like it's just isolated to this one little area. Sprinkler took care of most of it. We're just gonna open up, make sure there's nothing else going on.
And for you need a line in there at all? Can do shining day?
At the moment, no, because the sprinkler is still activated. It's still alright without a line. Alright, that's cool.
A lot more smoke coming from there. All right, they're trying to open up the gates
How far out are you, sir?
in several areas.
141, 120 right now. Alright, 10 break the range here. 947 to the coming. 947 to the coming. 947, 10-4.
The 4C chauffeur. Eva, can you see if you shut down the sprinkler and get access to the basement? 10-5. You have access to the shut off for the sprinkler. You have access to the basement. 10-4.
All right, one of the officers wants to get the sprinkler shut down and try to get access to the basement. The smoke is becoming more intense in the front. You can see the smoke there.
I'm on the second floor, it's all clear up here. That's more. One, two, clear, all around the room, all sorts of clear. Controls for the refrigeration system, up here if you got anything down here. Find set off. And sprinkler's not up here.
All right, they continue to open up and search for the smoke, as you can see.
How we make it out? We got the location. We don't need any extra units right now.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. We're just making sure there's no sense to anything. We're just knocking down some of the stops to make sure.
Alright, so they continue to search around for the haze and smoke condition. They said it was coming from an electrical light outlet or something. The smoke is coming and going. They're still trying to open up the gate. And the chief asked if they needed any units. They said they don't need any extra units.
We continue to use one engine, 2 trucks to shut the electrical equipment down to the refrigeration unit that's causing the smoke in the store. We're going to continue to vent with the companies on scene.
Okay, so now it's a refrigeration unit that's causing all the smoke. So that's what we got right now.
Looks like we got most of it. We're going to try to shut down the sprinklers, and then we're going to go back in there and do a final check. All right, good. 4.
I'm not sure what exactly it is, but it has a little weird smell to it. I mean, it could be a refrigeration unit leaking some Freon, but I'm not sure.
What's your roof? 1-2. You got anything to open up there? That's an open web steel joist roof, by the way. There's no cutting up there or anything, but you have something to open up?
10-4, and just some vents I've knocked over, but nothing really showing up here at all. I'm with second roof as well. We're scoping around, there's nothing showing really. Alright, 10-4.
Alright, the story keeps changing. Now it's probably what my theory was, but it might be a Freon leak. I didn't hear it, but whatever it is, it has a nasty little funky smell to it. It's all over the place.
Chauffeur to 4-2. Sprinklers shut down.
That's 1.
Looks like it's hovering on the ground, and then when it comes out, if you see where it's moving this way. See how it's hovering on the ground there, coming out of the supermarket? And once it gets here, it starts dissipating or flying up into the air like that. Alright, we're going to continue monitoring. The engines way down there, they are on standby waiting to stretch the line if they have to. And excuse my voice, but I've been sick for the last month. In the last few days with the fifth alarm fire yesterday, the smoke really did a job on me. I'm trying to get back to normal, but whatever. Very scratchy throat. There's nothing coming from the roof, they said. They said that they checked it out. They got some kind of a meter in there with them. I can hear it beeping. Alright, there's nothing else happening, so, by the way, it's my birthday today.
Yeah, I shut the power and everything marked produce and anything labeled spare, so those should be off now. That's more.
As I was saying, it's my birthday today, so I'm gonna be out and about, bouncing around, celebrating my birthday, doing what I love best, which is firebuffing. They shut down the sprinkler on this, in this building. A lot more water coming out from the standpipe area there. They still have a light haze coming out of whatever it is, but apparently they're confident enough that it's not a fire.
14 to 42.
4-2. You're gonna need any kind of ventilation in there. You're gonna need a fan or something. Yeah, we might have to set up a fan. The haze is still pretty good. The sprinkler shut down. Alright, 10-4. Four two is 1-4. We just checked behind the drop ceiling. Looks all good above.
Alright, so they requested a fan, and they're gonna bring the fan to vent out. As you can see, it's still slithering out of there, the haze, and going upwards. I'm not sure if it's Freon yet, but that stuff is not too good to breathe in either. Like I said before, I'm already messed up from yesterday's fire. So I'm staying away from this particular haze of sorts. Alright, they're bringing in the electrical for the fan to plug it in.
So using one engine, two trucks. We're setting up a ventilation fan to vent out some of the smoke from the overheated refrigeration unit. If you can get PD here for security, we had to cut a few of the roll downs.
Alright, Battalion 1-4, how long do you anticipate this operation to be? Acceptable. 0314 times that's 494.
Alright, so the chief just reported to Manhattan, overheated refrigeration unit. So apparently not a Freon situation. And the story has gone back and forth a couple of times, so let's see. That's the little meter that I spoke of before. Let me go back to that back area. See if anything's coming out of the back over here. You see the haze is all over the whole street. Some of it is coming down from back there. So, anyway, you got the battalion there. That's his gig. And you got the engine members waiting over here to stretch the line, but they're probably not going to need it. So I'm going to come over here and just give you a little shot of that.
4014. 14. Everything looks good in here. Just gonna let it vent out. Alright, 10-4, we just gotta clear out some of the smoke. Can I release a couple of the units? Yeah, that'll be fine. 10-4. Thank you. Alright, 10-4. One 4 to 71, you can take up.
You just released 71. 73 is probably going to stay till the end. They're not going to have to stretch the line, so that's good either way. Alright, well, I came and I showed. They got
1483, you can take up.
83 got released. 7.3 is still gonna be here. So he released 2 of the engines. He didn't release 73. Oh, my bad. Some of them are from 83. They're on the other side. I didn't see that. It's over there. So they're gonna keep 73 here. All right. I see there's a considerable haze still going on. They're gonna come down with the equipment they brought up. Alright, we're gonna take off shortly. Everybody started to pack up. Overheated refrigeration unit. Seems like the last call on it. Okay, we're gonna take up as they wind down this operation here. They still have the fan going, it seems. So want a little bit more slack on the electrical.
Yeah, box 2170. The water leak in apartment 13 David is behind the walls, okay? And we were unable to isolate it to put a additional call into housing in regards to the water leak in the bathroom, apartment 13 David.
Alright, as you see, there's still more work to be done in there. I'll give you another view of this overheated refrigeration smoke. Looks like it's heavier now than it was in the beginning, but I guess the fan is helping it along. We're gonna take off and we're gonna monitor it a little bit in case it turns up to be something else. Well, look at the amount of smoke pushing from in there. Coming from in there, hovering its way out. And up into the air. Okay, we'll monitor it on the radio. We're gonna be out and about. Alright, 2 and 2, we're gonna see you all on the other side.
Alright, we'll just vent it out with the vent fan. If you guys are good in there, you need relief or something? How about that? We'll just open up this one little area. Sure. Just leave that here. Alright, 10-4. It's venting pretty good. The fan is working pretty good.
Almost dropped the phone. I know I signed off, but they're giving some last-minute communications. So I'll monitor it some more on the radio.
21-4. Still operator box 2263. 4. Same condition. 10-4. Smoke not lifting. Just let the fan work a little. 10-4. 0347 times dispatcher 494. 1-4. We concluded our operations here, ladder 4-2, ladder 5.